So the new gear set coming in year 5 season 1, the Cavalier. This gear set, I feel like it's gonna be a must on PvP, especially if you play on group. This is gonna be it for all of the PvPers out there that are kind of concerned about the shock ammo that's coming with the exotic AR. Well, this is gonna be basically the whole counter for it. Now I put a build together with this new gear set and I played a lot of PvP today on the live stream, and I got my conclusion about this gear set. And not only we have a full hazard protection build in here that can protect us from the shock ammo, from the bleed, from the fire, from everything hazard protection. Also we have a full 100% pulse resistant. Now this is only the first version of my PvP build that I made with this gear set, but I do have other ideas of how to make this build even better. Because the currently build that I'm gonna show you right now, it's gonna be basically a tank build. Even though we were kinda shredding on PvP 1v1, 1v2, right? But we were kinda lacking on damage. So if I am able to change some things around in here, I could squeeze a little bit more damage on this build. But either way, this build works really good, especially if I had a full team, because I believe this is where this gear set will shine the most. So with all that said, let me show you guys my first build for the new gear set that's coming in year 5 season 1. That's called the Cavalier.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yeah, Kong definitely has a lot of damage right now. He got shot. Kong. Thing is, yo, what they have on the ground? Alright, Buzz, me and you. What's up? So you gotta shoot in the head, Buzz. You gotta shoot in the head, Buzz.
Rogue agent eliminated.
Okay, starting off, let's talk about the name. So before this phase 2 of the PTS, on the phase 1 it was called, I believe, the Paladin. On phase 2 now it's called the Cavalier, and the dev said that's the name that's gonna be coming for year 5 season 1. So let's take a look at this gear set, right? So the gear set, once you equip 2 pieces of it, it gives you plus 30% hazard protection. Right from the bat, that right there is a very good thing on PvP, right? Because hazard protection is huge on PvP. Once you equip 3 pieces, you gain plus 40% repair skills. Once you equip the 4th piece of this gear set, we have the special talent charging. So this talent actually is divided in 2, and we're gonna start with this first one, right? The top one is also called charging. For each second spent out of cover during combat, agents will get 5% reduced incoming damage, and the max is 40%. And then the second part of this talent is called charged. While fully charged, gain immunity to any movement speed debuff, and share this with all of the agents. Hazard protection, additional skill damage, reduction with all allies for 10 seconds. So this definition right here, it's kind of like they need to write it better. It's not really specifying what's going on in here. It's kind of confusing though. But basically what I'm getting from this is that we will be sharing our hazard protection and skill damage reduction to our allies for 10 seconds, right? So that's the talent, right? Now, if we have the chest piece, obviously we have an extra talent, which is called overcharging. Increase the charging max incoming damage protection to 50%. So instead of 40, it's gonna be a 50%. Now, even though I was not using the backpack, we can take a look at the extra talent of the backpack, which is called safe charging. Charging gives a 10% protection per second. Now, I do want to test this out. I have no idea what that means. It looks like it will add up to that, and it says it's 10% protection per second. It sounds like it's good, but I'm not sure because I did not notice it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to test that out and let you guys know. But I was using the Ninja Bike backpack. Either way, I did not use this backpack. That's for the next video. So with that said, what I used was the chest piece. Obviously, we have the core attribute armor in there. Attribute hazard protection on all of them. All of the pieces for the Cavalier gear set on this build has core attribute armor with attribute hazard protection. So again, that's the chest piece, that's the gloves, and last but not least, the knee pads. So with this build, the way I have it set up right here, I have 100% hazard protection and I have 100% pulse resistance. Now, there is two things in here that I want to swap out and make this build even better, but on the PTS, I do not have those pieces, which is going to be swapping the chest piece of the Cavalier for a chest piece of the Yaahl Gear. And the reason why is because if I take this chest piece out of here and I put it on the holster, I'll make space right here and I will equip a chest piece of Yaahl Gear. That way I have an extra talent on my chest piece that I can take advantage more, right? I could go with Unbreakable or I could go with a damage talent on my chest piece. So this build could be better. But for now, this is what I worked with on the PTS and I was doing just fine. I just needed a team to play a lot better. And speaking of Yaahl Gear, so we have 2 Yaahl Gears on this build, but because of the Ninja Bike backpack, it's gonna count it as we having 3 on the build. So by having 3 pieces, you gain 10% hazard protection, a 5% weapon damage, and a 40% pulse resistance. And that's what is gonna help us get that pulse resistance. And if we go on the mask, that's where we're gonna have that last 10% pulse resistance, which is gonna be from this mod. And then on the mask, we have actually the name item, the Hollow Man, which is a name item that comes from the Yaahl Gear and it gives you a special attribute, which is 10% health damage on the mask. And then last piece that's making this build possible to have that 100% pulse resistance and 100% hazard protection is because of the Ninja Bike backpack. Now real quick before we move to the weapon, if we take a look at the defense stats, we have 1.8 million armor with this build, so we have all armor. We are lacking on the damage. Again, we don't have any type of armor regen, we only rely on our medkit, and that's where I feel like I need a team to have some healing, right, on PvP. Again, we have 100% pulse resistance and 100% hazard protection, so that means bleed, blind, burn, disoriented, disrupt, ensnare, poison, and shock resistance, all filled up to the max. Okay, so let's talk about the weapon that I used. I did want to use this weapon right here. Now, you could use any other weapon. I am gonna test it with other weapons for PvP, but this was my first time I was playing PvP on the PTS, so I did want to test the Saint ELMO'S engine for my review also of it on the PvP. And it is a great weapon for PvP. The weapon itself, it's a great PvP weapon because of that 70 bullets. It makes a difference. And the base weapon damage also is a great, it's one of the top DPS weapons. Now, I did make a video breaking down these exotic. If you want a full breakdown, I'll leave a link down in the description for the video of this weapon. So taking a look at the stats of this weapon, right, for this build, we were able to have 42% crit chance and 77% crit damage, which, those numbers are not a lot, but again, we are lacking a little bit on the damage side of things because we are full tank build. Also, we have 75% headshot damage and a 31% health damage, and that's because of that extra health damage that's coming from the Hollow Man named item. Now, to finalize for the specialization, I did use the firewall specialization. I'm not completely sold on it, but it does have a good medkit. Your armor kit recovers 200% armor and 200% health over a 10 seconds period. And yeah guys, that's it. That's my first build with the Cavalier Gear Set. The first PvP build in a long time on this channel. I haven't played PvP. And today I had fun playing PvP. So this might make me return to PvP just because there is a way to counter all of those skills. And this gear set is gonna be it. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, a like on it would be super appreciated. Subscribe for more Division 2 content. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Take care, everybody. Oh, he's tanky, dude. What the hell?
Hostile defender drone detected. An agent needs assistance. Rogue agent eliminated.
Yo, that catharsis mask, it's a problem, dude.